Rachel, we are back here in Final Fantasy 15. It's time for the last piece of DLC. Are you ready for?
Episode Ardyn.
That's right. I have never played this DLC, so this is also new to me. As you can see, that I assume it's colored differently. The text there, Episode Ardyn, because it's never been played before, or at least completed. So let's get to it. Episode Ardyn, what are your expectations here?
I know, some kind of backstory that will make us empathize and feel bad for how he turned out.
You think you'll feel sympathy for him and see that he's not really a bad guy?
Yeah, it's like the Maleficent Disney version.
You think they'll be
Angelina Jolie.
successful?
I don't know. I don't really care much about him.
Well, he's a cool guy. What's your difficulty?
Easy. Is that the easiest?
You're the final boss. It's normal supposed to be easy.
But this
You like that look?
But you said this was never been played before, so he doesn't have the superpowers.
No new
like
game
the other,
plus.
yeah, that thing.
No new game plus. Never played it, never completed it. Look at that face. That's a nice looking face. That's a face of a protagonist.
Mhm.
How come we don't have any heroes that look like that? Is there a zombie superhero?
Yeah, those. Um.
I'm not talking about vampires or
No. I
what?
think
Who?
that movie with Jennifer Lawrence's ex, where he was the the zombie fell in love. It's like a zombie love story.
I did not watch that, so I have no
And
idea.
I think there's a series about
Long ago,
zombie
there lived a
eating
man
those that are
blessed
already
by the
dead.
gods
Okay,
and
I'll look at him.
revered by the people as their savior.
That's
Mhm.
him.
His name was Ardyn Lucis Kyla.
You know, if you become too long as a hero, you
and
eventually
he was
become
to
the
have
villain.
served as the first king of Lucis.
The original king. Number 1. No appreciation for the original. Let's rewind it back. I guess that's what we're doing. All the way back.
Yeah, we don't like him because he killed. Is he the one who killed Luna Freya?
Yeah. But you're
Is he also the one who killed the brother?
Yep, Ravus. You're just biased. You don't know his side. So now we get to see it.
Is this like the Last of Us?
Showing signs of backing down. In other news, a member of the Border Patrol has been reported MIA since sometime before dawn this morning.
Is that him?
The
No.
missing officer has been identified as 28-year-old Mars Sapientia.
Is that a nice name?
Isn't that him?
Allegedly reported for duty at his appointed time. Fellow officers say
No, he's the king, right?
And has not been sighted since.
So who is this
Officer
man?
Sapientia is a
Oh,
tall,
yeah,
fair-skinned
that
male,
might be him. You see his reflection?
wearing his Border Patrol fatigues.
No.
Anyone with information
It was him
on
in the reflection on the...
Oh, because he can shape
Right.
shift.
He can. You can move around the camera.
Word from the public information
Right stick to look around.
Today marks the anniversary of the founding of the Kingdom of Lucis. The Founders Day Committee has prepared a number of attractions in honor of this
Well, it looks like a normal town.
I'm assuming that by this time he has already, fallen. He's no longer revered. He's now hated, cursed by the new king. That's why he's impersonating someone.
Now, onto the weather.
Shouldn't you be looking for your buddy?
Today in the Crown City, we expect mild
Oh,
and sunny weather
no.
with nothing but blue skies.
Yeah.
The
Special
borderlands
assignment.
may experience some inclement weather.
You think the voice actor is doing a good job as Ardyn? You like his voice?
Why is this not Ardyn?
That is him. You like his voice acting? Throughout the series, throughout the game,
Okay.
you like Ardyn's
Yeah,
voice?
it's sinister.
Because he has an accent. Alright, he's back to his normal look.
Home, sweet home. at
He's like, it's a typical villainous.
Accent. Because
Yeah.
that's what we've been programmed to see in movies.
Yeah, like you take your time saying the words.
Yeah, and those, it's gotta be European, right? those are always the villains or Russians.
Mm.
That's what we've been trained to expect.
Sure.
So,
I can't, and he's not in a hurry to.
You can't run. There's a festival going.
at the back of his own
Be a nice citizen.
Right.
Just look at them, free of care and unaware of the war beyond their wall.
They're kids.
Is this maybe this is during just before Regis gets killed?
Okay, so life is.
There's a it's like the foundation day of the city.
Yeah,
Right?
like Independence Day.
Yeah, yeah,
something-
that's
it's
yeah,
a
that's
big
That's the
celebration.
equivalent. It's founding day festival.
What need is there to worry when brick and mortar blinds them to the suffering outside?
If you when
Why
you've lived
venture out into the
hundreds
world
of years, you know,
when you feel so safe within?
everything gets so trivial.
What a life to live.
You see the same lives being
Is the statue
being
of the
lived
founder
every
king?
cycle.
I see the sculptor took quite a few liberties.
How accurate do you think the sculptures you see are of historical figures?
Mm,
How much
I
percentage?
mean the interpretation
Yeah,
to
yeah.
begin with, like how they
What's the average?
how they imagine him to be,
His castle.
will still have some differences
Of
with
course.
how the execution will turn out. You know how the artist would really do it. So
like his.
I think
boot?
it's just 60% accurate,
Okay, more than half.
assuming the research is correct.
Where are the fireworks?
It looks crazy. Maybe he lost the power. He lost his power.
Oh, there it is. Hey, it's Ifrit. Remember him? You fought him.
And he was one of those people. I mean, it was one of those monsters that was blocking.
Yeah, yeah. One of the last enemies you fought.
Was he pro Ardyn? That's
Yeah,
why he
he's-
was protecting him.
He hates Shiva, right? And you know everything that happened. He's
Mm.
angry. That's why he's siding with Ardyn.
hmm
He's a prisoner of fate.
Would you rather die or not die ever? For a
What
punishment.
kind of question is that?
I mean, if you're to be punished, what's worse? To die, to be killed, or to be immortal?
to
Like,
be, I like to
it's
be
like-
immortal than the former, because aren't you curious what the world will be like 3,000 years from now or 2,000? It'll be amazing to see.
but do you
because-
remember?
Yeah, but
you
life
watched
is-
that Black Mirror episode where they recreate the suffering and the trauma?
Well, that if it's gonna be if you're gonna be trapped and you're forever there, then that's a different matter.
yeah, it's like
If
they
you're free and the
repeat-
world is constantly changing, then that's a good thing for me, I think.
what is this? Like,
Flashback time.
Oh, Ardyn, you can't
Era.
expect me to believe that.
Oh, but I do. You
He's a
have
lover boy.
he was
Well,
still
in that case.
They're having a picnic.
happy,
You like his look here?
like a hippie.
You look exhausted, my love.
What about Era?
Are you all right?
She's like Luna Freya.
That's the same surname as Luna, I think, right?
I am.
Flore?
Yeah.
The gods bless me with a power and a purpose to cure.
So he is a healer.
Yep. And yet he became despised.
Your will be done.
Your devotion shall not go unnoticed. The gods will doubtless be watching over you.
You think with that look, he's popular with the ladies?
Just as I shall be watching over you every step of the way.
They both look like hippies.
Because of the long
It seems
sleeves
to
and
me
the
cure for
baggy
The long, I think
pants.
the long
comprised of
hair.
two things,
Of course.
One of which is rest.
And the girl looks like she has that, what do you call that? Like a flower crown?
Is me.
Tiara?
But it's like a headband, it's not on
Sure.
her hair.
Well, they're having a good time. Smelling the flowers, as you say. He's a lover boy.
Oh, Era, pray be with me, always.
Mhm.
They're both so innocent.
Do hippies wash their hair?
Depends on what their beliefs are. I bet
Or-
they do.
Then it all came crashing down. Look at him now. He's
What?
been captured. By who? Angel Guard. That's the year
What
now.
happened to him?
721.
Oh, I missed the first one.
He's been captured.
He's alive. Just as the ancient texts told.
Who's Versto? I think
Is
we read
he-
about him.
Is he the one who was...
Take him away.
Scientist?
Yeah, the scientist, the researcher, the one in Pronto? Is
I
it
think that was a
Pronto?
different last name, but let's see. Maybe, I don't know.
And he's not... Well, Ardyn isn't muscular. Anyway, he's just...
Hippies aren't
Full of
muscular,
tricks.
right?
Yeah. He's full of tricks. Tricks.
Not at this time yet, I think. You can look around if you want to.
But even in the the 15, the main story, he's not... He doesn't look all that muscular. Seems to... He's not a physical fighter.
Sure.
That's what
Yeah, yep.
I'm trying to say.
He's not a brawn kind of dude.
Yeah, he's more like Joker.
Tricks.
Roger
Trickery.
that. We'll transport
Yep.
the subject to your location.
And we'll have the medical team ready as planned.
Don't need a medical team. You have a healer.
What's the situation over there?
Nothing to report. We're just...
Uh-oh, what's happening?
Oops.
Vibrations. You're still wearing the... Is this your new clothes or the... No, no, we don't... No, it's not the new clothes yet. Not the modern day one.
Who are
Who are
these
those?
people?
Oh, you're fighting
Oh,
them.
I need to fight them.
Get it back in the cell. No matter what. We can't let that
You're
thing
weak.
off this island.
What can I
You're
do?
dead.
I'm almost dead. I have like 11 HP.
Yep. One hit left. You're dead. Now you're angry. Overkill when your HP becomes 0. When you're undead. Okay, so you become super strong, but your max HP decreases.
Oh, that's bad.
Of course, when your maximum HP becomes 0, game over. Kill them.
What's happening?
There. Okay, they're dead.
So, I need to not get any attacks?
You're like a Dark Knight. That's a Final Fantasy job equivalent.
As long as I'm not getting attacked, I should be good, right?
Yeah. If you hold,
Hold.
it'll be a combo.
Okay.
Okay,
Did I get any?
you're back to full HP here, so you're not undead anymore. You like his fighting style? Did you try the combo? What it looks like?
The hole?
Yeah, try holding now. What's it sound? Oh, they're
I
dead.
didn't. I tried it,
I think he should.
but there was a triangle prompt, so I shifted
Okay.
to it. Ooh.
Crossbows, square to dodge, hold to shadow step.
What's a shadow step? Okay, let's try that.
Hopping around, yeah, like that.
Oh, it's like
But-
warping.
Yep, but that costs MP, as always.
Oh, he's flying. Oh, they're shadow stepping too.
Try to hold. Let's see what it does.
I'm too far.
You're not holding. The circle, hold.
Is he dead?
You hold and release. One dude left. Okay, 5 successful strikes and you'll have a finisher. And you may demonify the enemy.
What is it? What's demonifying? What does that mean?
Let's find out. I don't know.
2, 3, 4, 5.
There, okay.
Still
Once it-
alive though.
Once it's glowing, you press triangle.
Harvest their life force.
Try it out. Demonify that dude.
Do I need to
Get close.
hit him again?
Triangle.
Wow, that's 999 damage. Oh, so
That's the opposite.
changing you?
Yeah, that's the opposite of healing, right?
Why?
You're healing yourself.
And your eyes changed.
So you also drain their memories.
Oh, so you're living more lives? Is that?
Well, you already live them because they're memories, right?
Is that why you were the MIA guy?
You gave him the disease.
Incredible. His power's unbelievable.
Hey, it's versatile.
Hey,
I thought you drained him. How come you're the one who gets knocked out?
Well, you're still not sure about your powers. I don't know.
Yeah, he's a magic technological expert. I think it's him. He might be the scientist, but
The one who was leaving the
maybe
notes around?
Besithia, right? That's the name.
I think it is. Versatile Besithia.
But how old is he in episode Prompto? How far are we back? So I thought Ardyn
But
was.
they are friends, right?
Yeah, I thought Ardyn was living for centuries by then. Chapter 2. Illusory Truth. Do you like that combination of words? It's an oxymoron.
It's too deep for me to understand.
Illusion. Truth.
Uh,
You're back
You're
here.
back here.
With Era.
is this real?
Who is that?
Somnus.
Such a child?
Forgive me,
No, brother.
Your brother.
but the throne seats only one.
Oh.
And just like that,
Aren't you a healer?
you heal the disease. You don't heal wounds. Well, let's see. They're trying to heal, maybe? You cure the purge. You don't cure
He looks so thin.
wounds. What was the previous year?
I think it's just a year ago.
Are you in the lab?
Chief Besithia would like to see you.
You're a scientist, or are you the?
Are you a test? You're
Yeah,
the
a
test
test subject.
subject because you're special. Maybe he help you master your
Your powers?
powers.
Nothing here to interest me.
There's something we can check. Okay,
Nothing
it's the
here to
same one.
interest me.
What's the food on the table?
Oh,
Chips?
Are those apples?
Hmm,
Sliced
maybe.
apples, but they should have browned
Because he's
now.
a hippie.
Or just potatoes.
You can press R3, I think, to R3, not R2. Oh, sorry, no. I forgot the first person button.
What else can we get from here?
There's a glowy book.
We can't read it.
And that's it.
Are we done here? So we're being...
Might as well head out.
It's what do you call that kind of attitude? You know, where you don't care. Might as well do it. Whatever.
I dare say this outfit wasn't tailor-made. Not the
I don't
most
know, what do you
enthralling
call...
view.
I don't know, maybe you're...
The devil may care
Pragmatic?
attitude.
Well, he was gonna do it anyway, like that. He's just pragmatic, like...
I don't think pragmatic
It's
is
like
the right
practical.
word.
What else could he do? He might as well do it.
There's Versto.
Come, have a seat.
Ooh, there's a feast.
What are they eating?
Well, I just saw bread. He's slicing on something.
What is that colorful
Some
thing?
Salad?
Hands? Nice nails or not?
Gods above,
Pretty clean.
bounty you have laid before us. Don't want your food getting cold, do you?
There's some kind of roastings
Are you
with a
enjoying your
big
stay?
flower.
No.
You're not enjoying your stay?
You've been asleep for years. Learning
Ooh.
to appreciate the waking world will take time. Perhaps
think
I
it's-
can help enlighten you while we
I
die.
think it was 213 the year. I don't know. I may be wrong, but maybe it's not 3-1. It's probably 1-3. All right. What do you want to ask about?
Let's get straight to the point.
What is it you want from me, anyhow? What about me interests you so?
He talks so
You said it
slowly.
yourself, didn't you? You were chosen by the gods. And frankly,
Is he
with
just
powers
eating
like yours, I'd
pastries?
say you're nearly
Maybe.
a god in your own right. We need those powers that you possess. With your strength on our side, we could finally put an end to the gruesome war with Lucis. You too must desire the fall of the kingdom that cast you into exile.
So you're with the Empire here.
My desires are all in the past.
Well, I think he's a little...
The man who wronged you may have died long ago, but his descendants live on to this day.
Your brother is probably dead by now.
Surely you must bear them some feelings of ill will.
Those
what's-
memories of era are probably long, long ago.
Concern.
So what's the... What's that
Come along.
attitude? The one you said... It's not goal-oriented. It's the opposite of it. Lazy?
No, it's like a devil-may-care attitude.
Is there a term for that?
There's a better. It's not. Is it
Like-
nonchalant? I don't remember. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that will do.
Follow versatile. There's no door there. How are you gonna pass through a wall? You're not a ghost. That's why you have a map.
Whatever.
So
What are
maybe.
you doing?
Yeah, you're
This way.
probably right. Versatile is the one who made you master your powers. Maybe channel them better.
This is the fruit of my labor. A small portion of it, that is.
This is Pronto's part, right?
The
In
lab?
his...
You
Yeah.
remember shooting here with your gun?
Yeah, I feel like
envy you.
Yeah, it was.
this is all
Life too short
Pronto's...
to truly
It was a
understand
snowy
all there
place.
is to know about the
Yeah.
world. Go
Yeah,
on,
that's
have a
correct.
look.
Can
Have a
you
look
jump off?
at his facility.
Is there
More
anything
books
we
to get. You can
can-
read them, I think, from the menu if you want to read them. They're in the archive somewhere. Collect all the books. There's a save room. Get all the books first before we save. What is that?
Demons were first officially recognized as a new species roughly 200 years ago. According to ancient texts, however, humans have suffered from a parasitic plague wrought by the demons for upward of 2 millennia. Demonification is caused by
There's
a mutant
your
strain of plasmodia
That's what you do,
Yep.
right?
creatures
Demonification.
and changes in cellular structures. Infected creatures begin to disperse miasmal particles, the spread of which is known as the star scourge.
It's like you're
This model
mutating
is a
them.
replica made from plaster poured into a demon-shaped cavity
Scary.
discovered deep underground. Demon
You
subliminal
fought that with
vital
Noctis.
functions cease, so this particular specimen must have vaporized after the mud around it had already solidified. Scientists believe this subject burrowed into the earth in order to shield itself from the light of the sun.
It hates the sun.
That's right.
Don't check the exclamation mark yet. Let's save it for last.
This one?
Yeah, save that one for last. The panel. Save it for last.
Okay, okay.
I thought I heard a monkey. Oh, there. Sure. Are those lab monkeys?
Given the demon's aversion to light, they typically stick to the shadows until the sun fades and the night falls.
Oh, those are not monkeys, those are imps.
Is different. Unlike his demon brethren, he can still function uninhibited in broad daylight. Of course, the ultraviolet rays harm him, much like they would any other
Are they
demon.
talking about you?
Cells regenerate quickly enough to essentially negate the damage.
Is that you?
Maybe. But
It
they...
stings. Like the light of the sun.
Look at your face.
Perhaps, I'd best cover up.
Okay, you're back to
What
normal.
happened to the 3 demons? So
They died. Because they're
Did
saying,
you-
right? The radiation hurts demons. You as well.
Okay.
But your healing powers quickly make up for it.
They didn't merge into your body.
No, no, no.
Okay. Nothing sparkly here.
I think there are 2 more items to your left there. Another exhibit.
At
It's
center,
not-
we see what I presume to
Your
be
brother.
the ocean warriors and the kings of yore. I've learned a great deal about the first king of Lucis, but I never knew he was second in line.
So he
Seems to
overtook
depict a
you?
legend in which
It's
the
probably your
demons
younger
dispel the
brother.
darkness. If that's true, does that mean Lucis intends to someday stand above all others?
Is it trying to
Their trifling
change our
tales
mind
mean nothing in
about
the face of
who
our
is in the
superior
right and
technology.
who's in the wrong?
Only we can
They
restore
want
balance
to use
our
you to
world.
fight Lucis, right? That's
At the
why
top of the
Versal was
painting,
saying, aren't
see
you
the Oracle
vengeful?
herself. The bloodline of the Oracle is one of
Right.
the oldest in Eos.
So they are
Originating with
connected.
Eero Miru's
Ancestor of
story.
Luna.
Only
Mhm.
they possess the power to commune with the gods. This painting depicts the Oracle as some goddess of light herself. She'd doubtless prove a powerful ally if she could be persuaded.
So she's still alive?
On the sides
Nope.
of the frame, we
Well,
see
the next one in line, I guess.
Is the traitorous god of fire who started the great war of old.
There,
Perhaps
Ifrit.
developing a deeper understanding of the demons will bring us closer to comprehending their divine counterparts. But what if I were to find a way to combine those 2 disparate elements? By my estimation, the grotesque creatures depicted here are likely demons. Could this mean these monsters will be harbingers
You
of
fought
the
that
apocalypse?
in a cave.
If only we could
Yep.
find a way to harness their
And
power for
you did cause the
ourselves.
apocalypse by
The line of
making
Lucis was
fiends
chosen
take
to
over.
eradicate evil from Eos, and with the divine on their side, how could they fail?
one last panel. This is the world.
That's a lot.
It has
Eos.
been estimated that Eos came into existence some 4.5 billion years ago.
Not Earth.
Ancient myths tell tales of 6 protector gods who first alighted upon Eos in the ancient Solheim era. Fossils thought to be remains of the oldest members of the human race were discovered in the Vistala region. Some claim that humans discovered fire in the Sukarp region even before the dawn of the Solheim
Fire.
civilization. According to legend,
Ifrit.
our god Ifrit first bestowed his
Ifrit,
burning
that's how
wisdom
you
upon
read it,
man who
Ifrit.
later sat the throne of Solheim. The mechanized civilization of Solheim is presumed to have originated in the Disgaea and Klain regions. Exactly when the civilization rose and fell, however, remains the subject of much investigation. The enormous crevasse separating the regions of Klain and Disgaea is known as Telpar Crag. It is here that the War of the Astrals is said to have taken place.
Started by
When they tried
Ifrit.
to reduce mankind to ash, the other gods fought back, and some claim this clash caused the collapse of Solheim. It is said that Ifrit, having lost the War of the Astrals, was interred atop the Rock of Ravito. After the war, the ice goddess Shiva allegedly sank into a deep
Yep.
slumber.
We saw her
nestled
frozen,
in the
right?
Goravus Rift of Volute.
Dead, I mean. Yeah, she was probably dead.
To this day, no one knows what became of the blade god, Bahamut.
Blade god, that's what
The
they
Earth
call
god
him.
Titan can be seen supporting the meteor at the heart of the disk of Kothis in the sky.
No mention of. There's more, yeah.
As for the storm god Rama,
Fulgurian.
legend has it he sealed himself away
These
within
are
Fosha
your
Hollow
friends
in the
eventually.
sky.
Fulgurian is
Leviathan.
Rama.
Leviathan disappeared in the wake of the war. Some say she swam below the waves and slumbers beneath the city.
So they all just retired.
Yep, the
Some
Hydreian.
2,000 years ago, the gods granted Somnus Lucis Chilum 2 gifts: the sacred stone and ring. With these in hand, he founded the kingdom of Lucis. In the centuries since, Lucis has managed to expand its territory while struggling to suppress a parasitic plague. As of ME 722, Mors Lucis Chilum sits the throne as the 112th
Wow.
monarch of his line.
You're supposed to be the first one, right?
King Mor's firstborn son, and first in line to succeed.
This
his
is
father.
Nox's grandpa.
Angelgard, off the coast of Golden Key, is an uninhabited island that Lucians
This is where you
regard
woke
as
up in.
sacred ground. Ancient texts tell of a monster known as Adagio
That's you.
supposedly sealed away within, but investigations into its existence have yet to provide conclusive evidence.
So you were
You're a
sealed
monster.
there. Why?
Soon after the establishment of the Kingdom of Lucis, House Fulare founded the nation of Tenebrae. The Empire began its occupation of Tenebrae in ME 359, a move that was initially met with much apprehension.
What year
In
is it
order to
again?
assuage the dissenters, the
Right now
Empire
it's
preserved the
722.
oracles
Oh,
of
it's
the Peninsula
7.
Manor.
Okay.
This concession was partially made for political purposes. House Fleury enjoys close ties with the line of Lucis. The Accordo Protectorate has developed into a bustling league of towns.
You like the city, remember this?
I hate this
In
city.
ME 606, the
Is there
Empire
a
won an
Luna
important battle against the allied forces
Yep.
of Lucis and Accordo, and in turn,
Where
annexed
much
the
of
Protectorate.
Ignis,
The country is
Ignis's
steeped in
DLC
traditions
takes
and
place.
cultures that are incompatible with imperial rule. So the Empire has permitted it a measure of relative political autonomy.
Alticia.
Centuries after the founding of Lucis,
This is the Empire.
a movement to revive the lost civilization of Solheim arose around the Weltham region. Leading the charge was House Aldercat, whose brave deeds brought about the rise of the Niflheim Empire. The Empire built upon Solheim's magic technology and employed it for military use. This new firepower helped the Empire fell its foes, taking Tenebrae in ME 359 and Accordo in ME
Next step is
606.
Lucis.
As of ME 722, under the direction of Emperor Aedalus Aldercat, the Empire is developing new arms fusing magitech with demons.
Led by Verstal.
Vista, yeah.
Vestiges of the ancient Solheim civilization can still be seen in the ruins of Piteous and Steel
Oh
Grove.
no, Pythias. I think that's
Several
the
ancient
crazy
structures also dot the forest
dungeon.
of the Fall Grove that encircles Castlemark Tower. Excavation of these various sites is currently underway.
Last entry.
In ME 501, during an expedition in the Ulwat region, the Imperial Army discovered a new species known as demons.
With an A. Alright. That's everything. Let's save the game. So how do you find episode Ardyn so far?
Well, it's rich in stories.
Yeah, because they're gonna explain his story, so it's gonna be rich in story.
Well, I mean, it's a lot of timelines. I mean, the story spans in
So,
many timelines.
That flashback with Era is hundreds of years ago.
Yep.
And then you were in that prison thing for hundreds of years until you were dug up until you were dug up by Verstal, and now you're here.
Yeah.
And the current king is Nox's grandpa. So he really became Ardyn as you know him pretty recently.
I feel like you haven't become that yet.
Not yet, but it's during the grandpa of Nox rule.
Oh yeah.
So
In the last, I don't know, just 3 generations. So
it's in the last
that's
100
less
years.
Than,
Right?
it should be less than 100 years.
Yeah, 100 years or less,
Mhm.
give or take. So we'll see how you obtain those powers with the Ardyn that you know soon, here in Final Fantasy 15
Episode Ardyn.